Broadcasting from somewhere in the Hollywood Hills.
You have arrived. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day. Nick?
All the time. We are available on iTunes. You can check us out on the web, infinitedancecast.com or facebook.com/infinitedancecast. All of our episodes are available for free at all times. Bella is snoring.
She's snoring. But on iTunes, is that what you were going to say?
On iTunes, yeah, and you can subscribe to us, through iTunes.
Right.
We tweet. We're at iDanceCast or at Nick Drago or at Desiree Robbins.
That's right.
Or if you just have any questions, comments, or concerns, you want to email us, info@infinitedancecast.com, and our producer, Emily Brown, will be happy to answer all those questions and or pass them on to us. And you can find her on Twitter at mbro, that's EMBRO 3691.
I love it.
And mbro is actually a health and wellness coach, trainer,
Right.
personnel, person, awesomeness lady. Consultant dancer.
And if you could see her before and after, it's not like she was this crazy heavy girl. She just really toned her body.
Right.
Her muscles are more pronounced in her arms and trimmed out her stomach. I mean, she looks great. So she has a lot of information on how to get in shape, which is great for dancers coming to LA, because you know how they say the 10 pounds on the camera and everything.
Oh, yeah.
This is exactly what you need.
Camera will add 10 pounds to your knee tours, which we talked about last week.
That's right. Yeah. I had to think about that one. So, yeah, you should check out Emily. She's really very, very knowledgeable in that.
Yeah, and also our Food to Go with Steph and Rowe.
Yes.
They have a Twitter account now, too.
Oh, awesome.
Food to Go Steph Rowe.
Love
at
it.
Food to Go Steph Rowe. So we're excited to have them back. They've been playing the last couple episodes, which is great.
Yeah.
And they were talking a lot about just ideology of nutrition, and they've really turned me on to Trader Joe's.
Oh, you weren't a Trader Joe's guy, huh?
I mean, like flaxseed tortilla chips now.
Oh, it is a great store. And it's not like Whole Foods where it's crazy expensive. This is affordable.
Right.
I mean, it's more affordable.
And I don't have to drive a hybrid to go there.
Well, you don't, but they could probably give you stink eye if you don't.
Yeah, they probably give you a discount, though, if you do.
Yeah, they might.
Yeah.
They might. But I do. Have you ever had, now this is totally off your diet, but their frozen chocolate croissants.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to eat that. That's
okay, but
too
listen,
bad.
they're amazing, and if you haven't had them, because you take them out of the freezer the night before, and they're these little teeny things, and because they rise overnight. I mean, they are like being in France.
For you.
It's like being in France. I'm telling you, for the holidays, it's coming up. Get those, put them in your freezer for your family, and like I did it Christmas morning. They thought because they're fresh.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm not saying now, but Trader Joe's has some great stuff.
No, they really do. They really.
And I got my quinoa there.
Would you just call me? Your quinoa. Your quinoa.
Quinoa.
Your quinoa.
Yeah. It's easy to do, and there's a lot of flavors you can put with it.
Yeah. And you have your, what's it called? The exercise?
Oh, my BOSU.
Again, with the name calling.
BOSU. Really? That one doesn't sound so good, does it? It stands for both sides up.
Oh, is that what? I thought it was like a Japanese thing.
Meaning, I know, so did I. I didn't know what it was. But meaning you use, it's a half dome, but you use both sides. So the half dome you pump up, so it's kind of cushiony.
Like pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance.
Totally. And then you use the other side that's flat, you roll it over, and then you try to do push-ups on the semicircle. It's crazy, but it's a great workout.
That's good as dancers, especially because, I mean, I know, and I was talking to mbro3691,
yes,
our producer, and I don't dance a lot anymore. And I was talking to another friend of mine, Jameson Perry, who does Glee as well with us, and he's like, I just don't dance as much as I used to, because it's start, stop, and I mean, sometimes for 8 hours.
Well, you're not training like you used to.
Exactly. So it's good to incorporate these new things into our regimens.
That workout is probably one of the best I've ever done.
Okay.
The BOSU. And what I love about it is it doesn't take, 25 reps of things, because it's so isolated and you have to balance and do all these things at the same time because you're on this device. You do like 10 of everything.
So how many do I have to do to get an 8-pack?
Oh, 8. You went up. You took it up to.
Well, I figure if I can get 8, then I can eat a bunch of pizza longer.
Well, wait until you try to do all your stomach stuff on this thing. Because you're sitting on this half dome.
Yeah.
So you have to have your balance. So it's a lot like being, it's just, it makes everything uneven.
Can I just get lipo?
You can. No, but here's my suggestion. And honestly, listen, you don't need it, please. But I've watched people get lipo, but if you do not change your eating habits, you're going to go back and it's going to redistribute in other places. Well, so you need to get the stomach, the rubber
gastro,
band.
What's it called, Emily?
Lap band.
The lap band. And there's many different, versions of that, but that would be...
I'll have to check my penny saver, see if I can get a 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah, well, you know what? You'd have to go to Mexico, which a friend of mine did. She was in the business, and because she wasn't heavy enough, because you have to be a certain weight to get that.
Yeah, like Chris Powell, personal trainer weight.
Yeah.
Right? Is that his name? Chris Powell, the trainer who does the TV show, the Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
So my friend had to go down to Mexico and have it done over the border.
Oh my gosh.
Because she wasn't heavy enough to have it done. But funny enough, the doctor that works in Tijuana, which a lot of them do, he also has an office in Newport Beach.
Oh.
Isn't that weird? So she did all her follow-ups in Newport Beach, and I'm totally talking about her, and how she cheated the system. But, wow, yeah, it was quite the thing. I'm like, you're going to Mexico to have surgery, and it was a lot cheaper, too.
Well, speaking of losing weight, let's talk about music that you can play while you're trying to lose weight. And that brings us to your segment.
While you're doing your warm-up. That's awesome. Your warm-up, your workout. Okay, so my first music pick for this week this is an oldie. It's an oldie, but it's
goodie.
I know. Do I always say that? I do. It is entitled Break the Ice, and you're going to be looking for the Tracy Young Club Mix. This is obviously Britney Spears, but it is a really great, because everybody's like, well, we know that song. It's a great remix, and it's about 10 minutes long, so you can use it in your workout, you can use it for across the floor, and you can use it,
Love that.
Any way you want.
Okay.
My second pick is Don't Leave Me This Way. Nick, stop.
What?
Don't leave me this way. That is also another very nice, long song. You're going to be looking for the artist. Here it is. E-N and Ceevox. C-E-E-V-O-X.
Well, is that with the ampersand or is that with the A-N-D?
It is with an ampersand. So the first name is weird. E-N. Both capital, and then your ampersand, and then Ceevox. And they are like, what is the ampersand?
Look it up.
Yeah, look it up. It's really good for you. Okay, the last one.
Tweet me an ampersand. We'll send you a free t-shirt. Maybe.
We will. That's a good one. And my last one, my third pick for this week is Everybody Dance, and the artist is Deborah Cox. I love her.
Yeah, you've used her before in your...
I have a habit of using her because she has great music.
Hey, that's fine.
It's great stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I think that means it's your turn.
I guess so. Okay, well, all right, so, oh man, okay, this is crazy. Number one for me, Carry On, Wayward Son by Kansas.
I love
Carry on, my wayward son.
I know. There may be peace when you are done.
That's right. Number two. Okay, that's enough, Desiree.
I know.
Number two, Istanbul by a band called They Might Be Giants.
Love that group.
Do you know them?
Yes, of course.
Istanbul was Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul.
Just such a smart writing group.
If we had to change the theme of the show, I'd say we should use one of their songs.
That's a good idea.
But we don't have enough money for ASCAP, so we're just going to skip over that. And my number three song, Don't Fear the Reaper.
Love.
By Blue Oyster Cult. Don't Fear the Reaper.
You just always have ones that make me want to go back into my CDs and go, I got to pull that back out.
Dude, just wait. I'm working on theming the rest of my music picks for the rest of the year.
I love.
So this was kind of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Off the cuff and on, if you can be on the cuff.
Absolutely.
So,
hey,
what you got?
Well, I was going to say, don't go away because we have Al Blackstone coming on the show. He's going to be our interview. He is the ACE Award winner, Capizio ACE Award 2011. We'll be right back.
Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Artist Simply Human, the workshop experience, a new dance convention featuring an out-of-this-world faculty that will be sure to inspire you, motivate you, and renew your passion for dance. Catch their upcoming tour heading to Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Atlanta, New Jersey, Houston, Anaheim. Join them in the summer of 2012 for a one-of-a-kind event in the City of Lights, Las Vegas. For information and to register, visit ashdance.com or call 855-ASH-DANCE. Artist Simply Human, the workshop experience.
We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
And we are so excited to have Mr. Al Blackstone on the phone. He is a New York City-based dance maker and the recipient of the 2001 Capizio Ace Award. Yay!
Yeah.
Besides that, he was the assistant choreographer on the Nickelodeon show Drake and Josh. And his favorite performance credits include Wicked, which was amazing, Carousel, NBC's American Dreams, and TLC's Trading Spaces. He is currently a guest faculty member at the Broadway Dance Center. So, Nick, you can go take some classes and get some training. Mm-hmm. And he's, of course, preparing for his upcoming Ace Awards show for 2012.
Mr. Al Blackstone.
Work it out. Al, how are you?
Hello. How are you guys?
We're good.
Thank you for taking your time out of your busy super choreographer schedule to talk to us.
I know.
For you too. Anything for you too.
Because I was thinking about this. You can be blacklisted, you can be blackmailed, you can be blackballed, all bad. But if you're blackstoned, that's good.
I think it's probably a pretty good thing, hopefully.
And I think that should be your new...
I'm trying to send out, Nick.
I love it.
We should put that on a t-shirt.
Hey, and by the way, listeners, if you want to get a hold of Al or check out his work, you have to go to Facebook and go to Al Blackstone Choreography. It's a great group that he has, and you can get all his information, including where to contact him if you want to have him into your studio to do masterclasses or choreography. His email is alblackstone83@yahoo.com. I just want to make sure I got that out there.
Yeah, or if you just want to have a latte with him on a Saturday afternoon.
That's true.
Yeah, totally. I'm very into coffee.
He's open to new experiences.
So Al, you're on the East Coast right now, right?
Yes, correct.
And so tell us a little bit about you just coming off this huge win of the Ace Awards, which actually took place on the East Coast. Take us through the whole experience in a nutshell. It's not that long of a show, but tell us kind of your...
Born on a stormy day.
Yeah.
Ace Awards. This is the third year they've done it, and it's produced by Capizio, and it's held every year at the Dance Teacher Summit, which is a really cool event here in New York. And I've always wanted to enter. I've always thought it was a really cool event. Yeah. But I never really felt like it was the right time or I had the right material to submit. And this year just felt like the right year, and it went really well. I submitted like a video of my work, and you become a finalist, and then 15 finalists present a 5-minute piece live.
Wow, 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minute long, yeah.
Keep
Up
going.
to 5 minutes, but I took the whole 5 minutes.
Nice.
Now, what did you audition dancers to be in your piece, or did you?
No, I used just friends and a lot of old students. I do a lot of teaching in Jersey and New York, and so I've had a lot of kids that I've sort of trained through the years, and so it was cool because a lot of them were coming out of college and off for the summer, so they were available.
Perfect.
And sort of not doing anything. So I used a lot of those people, but it was sort of crazy because I was still doing Wicked here in New York. So I was rehearsing in New Jersey during the day with them and then taking the bus back to New York and doing the show at night. So it was kind of a crazy rehearsal process.
I bet.
Man, that's crazy. You're choreographing and then you're jumping on the bus. Well, being on the bus in New York is not like being on the bus in L.A.
No, that is definitely true. I've been on the bus in L.A. Very different experience.
I can imagine.
So you got accepted. So what was your inspiration for you? Tell us a little bit about the piece you won with.
The piece that I won with was sort of a story about internet dating. It's funny because I was doing Wicked. There's a lot of dressing room talk, and all the girls, not all of them, but a lot of the girls do a lot of internet dating, as most people do. I mean, almost everyone I know, is doing it that's not in a relationship. So it was sort of very present in my mind when it came time to come up with something. And so I thought, is there a way that I can sort of tell a story of a couple that meets on the internet and what that's like, and sort of show how even though the way people meet today is so different because of the internet, because of Facebook and all these dating sites. You know, there can still be sort of like an old-fashioned romance that happens, even though you meet someone in a very modern way. It's kind of a funny piece.
Oh my gosh!
I think our mascot Bella might have disagreed with that.
Yeah, really. Where can we see this work? Is it possible for listeners and to view it online or?
It is going to be posted on the Dance Teacher Summit website, but they have not gotten around to it yet, so I'm trying to put the pressure on them.
Great.
And I was supposed to, of course, I wanted to tape it during dress rehearsal, but I was such a nervous wreck that I...
And so, Al,
I it again myself because I barely even remembered. I was so nervous.
I mean, were you, what was it like to win? Were you dying that your name was called? I mean, how did that, was it a surreal moment or...
It was incredibly surreal. And it was a lot of incredible choreographers that were in the top 15 and people that I've known about for a long time that I really admire. And it was sort of intimidating when we got there and we had dress rehearsal because it was a lot of people from Juilliard and, a lot of really like incredible dancers. And so, we're sort of musical theater people, so it felt like we were a little bit out of our element, Right. So it was like very intimidating and the show was amazing and our piece was so different from everyone else's that I just remember having the thought of this is going to go one of two ways.
Yeah.
Well, and did they give you $15,000 for a production budget to put the show up?
Yes, they gave me $15,000, but they also pay for the theater and pay for the lighting and pay for the sound and pay for the advertising. So the $15,000 is sort of just to, be creative.
And do you pay your dancers out of that?
I'm planning on, yes.
Okay.
Nice.
I was have to.
Okay, well, yeah.
Well, for the dancer, by the dancer.
So tell us about this show. When does this take place and, what is...
So ideally, they usually encourage you to have it the weekend of the ACE Awards.
Okay.
So that's usually the last weekend of July in New York City.
Makes sense.
So that's what I'm aiming for, unless something changes. But you can, keep track of all that info on my Facebook page, Al Blackstone Choreography.
Perfect.
Excellent. Well, that's a perfect segue for our first commercial break of the interview.
Okay, dancers, we will be back with Al Blackstone right after this quick commercial break. Don't forget to check out his Facebook page, Al Blackstone Choreography.
We'll be right back. As dance teachers, we spend countless hours editing music. Save time with professional audio engineers. Professional music edits for competition start as low as $49. Clean cuts at affordable rates. Give your dancers a leg up on the competition. Email them for a quote. Visit dezworld.com. That's DEZ world.com for more details.
Hey, this is Jason Meyer, and I'm always listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast on iTunes. Are you?
Dance Cast.
And welcome back, Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
That was pretty good, Desiree.
Hey, I'm trying.
We're here with the most recent winner of a Capizio Ace Award, Mr. Al Blackstone, on the phone. And it's like late over there.
I know.
You know,
Dinner time. He should be eating.
I'm sitting in front of my dinner, which is a Corona.
Oh, I love it.
Attaboy.
That's a way to.
I was nervous for my interview, so I was like, I'm gonna have a Corona, but I only drank half of it. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, we're only halfway done with the interview, so that's perfect.
So yeah, chug, everything, chug. I love it.
Okay, Al, so tell us a little bit about you're looking for dancers possibly soon for your show.
Always. Yes,
Always.
I have this time to put together this show, so I'm sort of, at this point, I don't really know what the show's going to be. It's sort of weird when someone just gives you money and says, do whatever you want.
Right.
So I'm sort of just keeping my eyes open for people that inspire me and things that inspire me.
So where do I send my resume and photo?
They can send resume and photos.
No, I said I.
Oh, would you want to?
Desiree and I have a duet. It's called Fire and Ice.
Oh, Fire and Ice. Can we incorporate that with the Blackstone theme?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's all warm.
There's a couch, a vending machine, and a pack of red rope licorice involved.
Wow.
Yeah. We've been working on it for years.
That's deep.
Anyways, so
Sorry,
where
Al,
do we
go
send
ahead.
our resumes to meet the infamous Al Blackstone?
Or live.
Or live?
Well, The best way to find me is I'm teaching at Broadway Dance Center. I start some guest slots this week and next week, and I'm going to hopefully be teaching there regularly. So the best way is to find me there.
And come take your class.
Or even see if you like what I do.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Because maybe they won't want me. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, it has to be a relationship where both parties get something out of it.
That's not true. We have to pay the bills, and we'll dance for dog food in Guam if we have to.
Well, that's...
I've done that.
I know.
Yummy. No, so dancers, get out there. Take Al's class. He is at Broadway Dance Center.
Yeah, there's... do you know when the time slots your classes are there, Al?
He's doing guests.
Oh, he's doing guests.
Right now, they're Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 6, but it's always changing, so you can check out their website at bwydance.com.
Perfect.
And you guys have to see Al's choreography. I mean,
Yes.
I've seen it on stage before with amateur dancers. I can
Yes.
only imagine what it looks like with professional dancers. But Al, you have a simplicity to your movement and a complexity of message
Yes.
that really works well together. It's like a beautiful shrimp scampi in your mouth, cooked by Gordon Ramsay.
That's the best compliment by far I have ever received.
And I love what you said about it. It's a very true statement. When watching his choreography over the years, because we've had the pleasure of watching Al grow as a choreographer, and those last few times that we saw in the last couple of years, wow! I mean, my mouth was just open, just with excitement about how far he's come. I'm sorry, how far you've come, Al.
Yeah,
And
he is here. You
I know, and it's exciting to see somebody because, Al, we've had a long history, and I've trained Al, many years ago. And watching you flourish is amazing.
And Al, so tell us a little bit about your mom. You come from a dance family, so tell us about your mom.
Oh,
I do.
Love
Both
her.
my parents were our dancers. She has a school at the Jersey Shore, actually.
of course.
And this is her 40th year, unbelievably. And so it was sort of crazy because, like as a kid, we had like a studio attached to the house. That was the first studio
Love it.
we ever taught. And so I instead of riding a bike and playing outside with other kids, I would sort of just go in the studio and play songs and jump around. So I sort of got a head start on making up choreography.
Right.
Which was sort of crazy. But yeah, she's an amazing woman. She loves dance more than anyone I've ever met in my entire life.
She does. And if you do not know Miss Denise, you have not lived.
Yeah.
And if I could get you,
Absolutely.
Al, to do my favorite impersonation of your mother.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, Desiree, you're so fabulous. Your class is so good. Those cross the floors are the best. I watch your videos every day.
Oh, and it was so good. I love you.
Oh man, I got to get up to her.
And I'm not. That's literally exactly how she sounds.
It is.
I got to get up to her studio and fist pump a little bit with you guys
Oh
on the
my
Jersey
gosh.
Shore.
Yeah, totally.
It is. That's great. That is so great. And Al, it took you when you first moved to LA, because that was a moment in his life. Everyone, he did try the LA scene. And, it was you trying to get into the business here and then moving back. It took you a while to get really your first break, which kind of was wicked, right? I mean, I know you did a few jobs while you were in LA,
Not
but...
easy for me. Yeah, no, it was not easy for me at all. And I really, even now that I'm choreographing more, I still feel like a dancer and I feel like a performer. And it has not been easy for me. It's so funny. You'd think you're a guy in your musical theater, or even when I moved to LA, you think it's going to be easy.
Yeah, you have a great look. You're a great dancer in many different genres of dance. So, it's just interesting how your career ends up panning out. And that you didn't give up, which I think is also a very good thing for dance.
Patience, and I'm so grateful that it took that time, because in that time I sort of just kept training and kept learning and kept growing, and so now I feel like I've really earned it. It's funny that now that things are really happening, it's been sort of I can appreciate it much more.
Sure.
Yeah,
I think your knowledge is there. Sorry.
No, I'm pleased. No, that's totally cool. No, we're tripping over each other because we're so excited to have you.
Right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Tell us a little bit about your experience on American Dreams.
American Dreams. Oh man, that was a fun one. I played one of the 4 seasons.
Great part.
Yeah, it was really exciting. Michelle Johnson was the choreographer, and she's awesome. And that was like my first television gig, I think, when I moved to LA. And I'm a big step toucher. It's like my favorite step. I can step touch for days, hours. You know, it's one of my special skills. So it was a great job because we just got to dress up in suits and lip sync to Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, which, you know, what could be better than that?
Right.
And there was some more intricate choreography, but the step touches were my favorite.
I love it.
Well, speaking of American Dreams, this brings us to our Kevin Bacon number segment of the show.
Yeah, do you know what this is, Al?
Your 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon?
No.
Okay, Nick does it with every guest.
Every time, okay, so everyone in Hollywood or New York is connected to Kevin Bacon within 6 steps, movie-wise. And we're going to do TV with you as well. So basically, you were in American Dreams with Brittany Snow, who was in Hairspray with Queen Latifah, who was in Beauty Shop with Kevin Bacon.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm glad you think so.
And that made
6 steps.
Well, your Kevin Bacon number is 3.
Oh, number 3.
Yeah, so that's
the closest anyone's ever gotten.
1.
Oh, I feel small.
Well, no, that's okay. You're doing good. I mean,
I think you could have lied and told me 4, and then I would.
Well, Al, as an associate of yours, I want to push you to be your best.
And honesty is always the best policy.
Now,
honesty is overrated.
Now, in light of Footloose remaking, and we need to say that you were the dance captain for the revival of Footloose in 2005. Now, Kenny Wormald is taking over the Ren McCormick role in the new Footloose movie coming out October the 14th. Your Kenny Wormald number...
Because we had him on the show, and we're giving you a little background now, Al.
Yeah, because he's playing Kevin Bacon's part. Get
so
it?
Then, yeah.
Your Kenny Wormald number is also number 3. So, in American Dreams with Brittany Snow, who's in Hairspray with Sarah Jane Jensen, who's in Center Stage Turn It Up, Kenny Wormald.
There you go.
Does it matter that Kenny Wormald was my next door neighbor when I lived in Los Angeles?
Oh.
There you go.
Well, that could move him closer.
Oh, yeah, that's like that's a 1.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Al, what do we have to look forward to? Oh, we know you have the show coming up. Is there any other side projects that you're working on? Anything you want to plug before we let you go?
Anything I want to plug? No, just teaching around New York, and I'm doing a lot of choreography for schools. I still work with a lot of kids, and I love it because it's just a way for me to sort of experiment with what I'm doing and keep growing in that way. So I'm doing a lot of that. I'm taking a lot of class, and I'm getting myself ready for my show in 2012. So feel free to contact me, everyone, if you're interested in having me do some master classes or some choreography.
Yes, absolutely. If you have not had Al into your studio, you will love his style of teaching because he does come from a dance teaching family. You get a true teacher, somebody who really cares about the technique, and then you also get that great choreographer. So it's a great package to have Al into your studio. And
check him out on Facebook at Al Blackstone Choreography. And if you want to shoot him an email, that's alblackstone83@yahoo.com. Man, I wish I was born in 1983.
Now, how do you know I was born in
I was going to say.
It's context clues from the email.
Oh, okay.
Al Blackstone 83.
I know.
Unless he had 83 Ace Award winnings, which I'm sure you are on track.
Al, this is just the beginning for you, really, and it's very exciting to have watched you grow and to see you grow even more into the future. And we certainly thank you for taking your time to.
Oh, thank you guys
stand by.
for having me. This has been a blast.
Oh,
awesome, man. Well, make sure you call us back.
My beer.
There you go,
perfect.
man.
And hey, you're welcome back to the show anytime. If you need to update us on what's going on with your show or talk about ticket sales, come see us again.
I will do that.
Al Blackstone, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. This is Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Easy to make and take with you on the go.
Welcome to Food to Go with Steph and Ro.
I'm Steph.
And I'm Ro. And this week's healthy snack is broccoli and peanut dip.
Absolutely. We adapted this from snackgirl.com.
The ingredients you'll need are
broccoli, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of amino acids, 1/3 teaspoon of agave. We're about to blow your mind with more ingredients here. A touch of garlic and a touch of ginger.
It sounds like this snack is gonna be really difficult, but here's the thing: don't be afraid. It is so easy.
No,
I actually just enjoyed it 30 minutes ago.
This is a true statement.
And I even took it to go.
And now she's full of vitamin C, calcium, and iron.
And happiness because it was so tasty. So here's what you're gonna do: boil your little 1 inch of water.
Yep,
throw the steamer in the pot.
Yep.
And then you're gonna let your broccoli steam for about 5 minutes, which is all it's going to take you to create this peanut dip.
Oh my gosh, so fast. Okay, so how do you make the peanut dip? I'm in charge of that. All the ingredients in a bowl, mix them up, done.
So peanut butter, I like to use at some of the nice grocery stores.
Yep.
You can, it'll grind the peanuts fresh,
Natural.
so it's organic peanut butter.
No
I like to
sugar
use
added.
that. For soy sauce, I like to, she said amino acids.
Yeah,
because we use that instead of. You could use soy sauce. I like to use, it's called liquid amino, actually.
yeah.
Liquid amino, not amino acids. Dang it.
Anyway, okay.
Liquid aminos, it's also packed with protein, so that's an exciting source. But you mix it all up, take out your broccoli from the steamer, and you're good to go.
Yeah, take the broccoli, dip it in the peanut butter, put it in your mouth, and chew it up and swallow it.
Tastes like a gourmet treat. It's amazing.
Oh my God, so good.
Enjoy this week's healthy snack, the broccoli and peanut dip,
Follow us on Twitter.
at Food to Go Steph Rowe.
Visit infinitedancecast.com and click on the Food to Go menu
to check out this week's healthy snack. Join us here every week.
on Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast. Have a healthy week.
What's up? This is Kenny Wormald. I'm starring in the new Footloose. It comes out October 14th, and I'm chilling with Nick and Desiree at Infinite Dancecast.
Hey, and we are back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast. Oh yeah, we're dance all day, every day, all the time. Like,
That was a good Valley Girl impersonation.
Hey.
How about Al Blackstone?
So great.
How about Food to Go?
I love them.
Yeah,
it
they're
always makes
great.
me want to run out and try the recipe, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, and it's really not that hard. And I talk to Steph and Ro, and I say, hey, I'm trying this. See, and they say, it's not that hard, Nick. You just got to make a decision to do it.
Right. That is true. But you're good about that. Because you do plan your meals. I mean, for a gentleman your age, a lot of guys don't do that.
Yeah, it's hard, though, because I love pizza, and I love
I know you do.
hamburgers.
And we did go out in Austin at 10 o'clock at night when I talked you into it. And you didn't even want to eat the pizza, but I knew you couldn't pass it up. And it was really not right of me to be the really bad friend.
That's right. And you
so good.
And Desiree said to the server, how big is the medium? Is that big enough for 3 of us?
That aren't very hungry?
That aren't very hungry because we just eaten 2 hours before. And the server said, oh yeah, medium's plenty. And I said, okay, well, let's get the large.
And so he orders the large. But it was good. It was Buca di Beppo.
Yeah.
And I haven't had their pizza. And it was to die for. I mean, I could have kept eating, but
it's hard on the road, man.
It is.
Because I just saw Grant Chinook.
You did.
Yeah, in
I'm
Houston.
looking forward to working with him coming up.
Absolutely.
With
and
Flow 40?
we're going to get him on the show to come talk because he's
absolutely.
constantly on the road.
Well, maybe we can do one live from the event we do together, the three of us.
Oh, that's great.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, because we're going to wherever
I don't
it
even
is.
know. You tell me.
I don't know either. I don't know, but Desiree and Grant and I are going to do a Flow 40 workshop together at some point, and I saw Grant in Houston, and I literally could not stop eating seafood.
Oh, really?
Because the seafood's different down there in Houston.
Sure.
Or in Texas. So, at any rate. But Al Blackstone.
Al Blackstone, if you have not experienced his class, and you're in the New York area, you've got to get in there and take from him. He's got a lot of knowledge, and he does a lot of different styles. It might be contemporary or lyrical or jazz, and he's great at musical theater.
And he's one of those he is.
He's really great at musical theater.
He's one of those choreographers, too, that when you go up to him after class and say thank you, he genuinely appreciates
yes.
that. He's got such a good heart.
Here's his bonus about Al is he remains humble. And if you remain humble, your career will be even better.
Yes. And
that's how he is.
And you know what? Nice guys don't always finish last.
No.
I don't care what Cobra Starship says.
I think this is going to be just the beginning of a very, very long and prosperous career for Al. His choreography is really going to take off. I can imagine he'll be doing a Broadway show soon.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. You mean his own show directing choreography?
Either that or be the main choreographer on a new Broadway show coming
That'd be great. And I wouldn't mind doing Broadway, so Al...
Look Nick up.
Yeah, you can call my people, but listen, it's a fair trade. We had him on the show. He's got to put us in his Broadway show.
That's right, and that's what we use this for. How can you give me a job?
Hey, maybe we can podcast from the Broadway, the ACE Awards.
Well, that would be cool. We could call... I think Gil Stroming does some of that.
Okay, well,
in fact, I was at the Dance Teacher Summit where this was.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't get to see the live performances, but yeah, that would be something fun.
The Dance Teacher Summit, that's great.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
What goes on there? Tell our listeners that may not know.
Well, you need to go if you're a dance teacher. There are like 5 or 6 classes going on all at the same time. Mm-hmm. So you can get some lectures, you can get some physical dance classes. Mm-hmm. Costuming companies are all there. I mean, they have hundreds of vendors.
Oh, it's a one-stop shop.
It's a one-stop shop for your whole year. Plus, it's totally motivating for dance teachers to get their year together. You get a lot of information. Other successful studio owners come and talk about what makes their studio successful and how to help you. And there's a lot of discussions where you can talk to your peers and just bounce ideas off each other.
I love that.
So I think these events, I mean, they even motivate me. I'm just honored to be around everybody and be part of it.
Well,
so check it out for next year.
That went by really fast.
It did.
We want to send a special thank you to our producers, Michael Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper Benicos and Emily You Sunk My Battleship Brown for producing our show each and every week.
That's right.
I want to also say thank you to Al Blackstone for joining us.
And don't forget, you can go to Facebook and check out Al at Al Blackstone Choreography and get his email information if you want to contact him.
And who else we want to thank? You, the listener.
That's right. Our fans.
Because if it wasn't for you, we'd have no one listening but me and Desiree's mom.
That's right.
So
thank you. And write a review on iTunes. And don't forget, follow us on Twitter at iDancecast.
We'll see you next week.